Hey, it's Toby. Welcome to Mindset Monday. And yeah, I know it's Tuesday. I'll cover that at the end. But I last Saturday, last Saturday, I woke up with a start. Right, I startled myself awake on purpose at about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I I actually wouldn't let myself go back to sleep. I got up and I started my day at that time. I really wanted to make sure that the dream I was having, that I didn't restart that dream. You know how sometimes you get really mad when you woke up because the dream was so good. And you just try so hard to keep that thought focused in your mind, and you try to immediately fall back asleep so that you can get back to the dream. This dream was the exact opposite. During the dream, I actually became conscious of the fact that it was a dream. And I literally, in the dream, I shouted no to myself because I wanted to wake up. I really didn't want to reinforce the bad behavior that was happening in the dream. And it's funny because the old me probably would have wanted to stay in this particular dream. I was excited. I was having fun. Every moment in the dream was kind of like Christmas. You see, in the dream, I was cleaning out an apartment after a tenant had moved out. And this is something I've done hundreds of times, literally hundreds of times. And although I haven't done it lately, I've got so much, and I've actually had dreams about this in the past. But and it was a little bit weird because the apartment I was cleaning out was also a commercial office space. But hey, it was a dream. Anyway, the bad behavior that caused me to want to get out of the dream was caused by a hoarding gene that's probably active in me. My grandfather used to say, "This will come in handy if I never use it." And at one point in my life, I actually had 6 basements and 3 attics full of junk. My wife can attest. 6 basements, 3 attics, all full of junk. And in my dream, as I discovered things going through this apartment slash office complex, I would say, "Oh, I could use this in my office. Oh, this might be useful. Oh, I don't have one of these." And but I've learned over the years that junk does not serve us. And I've also learned that I'm really bad at warehousing. Half the time when I need something I already have, I can't find it, and I go buy another one. So I've actually been forcing myself to get rid of stuff. I'm down to 1 basement and 1 attic. Can even park in the garage when it snows now. You're asking me that this is Mindset Monday. So what the heck does this have to do with mindset? Well, and why did the dream scare me so much? It wasn't the imaginary plant that I wanted to put by the actual window in my actual office. It was the idea of not letting go of stuff. To me, the dream was a symbol of holding on to the past at the expense of the future. Right now in my life, I've got a lot of things going on. I've set some really big goals, and I've got some really good momentum rolling towards those goals. And to do that, I've had to actually change my perception of me. Achieving goals in life really has almost nothing to do with getting the thing that the goal is centered on or doing the thing that the goal is centered on. It's really about becoming the person who has done the thing or has the thing. These things that we set our goals about, they're really just symbols for the people that we want to be. And the person that I want to be is focused on a path. The path involves leaving some things behind, letting some opportunities pass, and most important, making those decisions whether to leave those things behind on purpose, and not just getting stuck in momentum. And the studies have shown that we all have a limited ability to focus. I like to think of it like as a glass of water. And so whether you picture your glass of water half full or half empty, if you keep pouring water into it, it's going to become diluted. If you continue pouring water in it, if you don't stop, it actually starts spilling out the top, right? And once it starts spilling out the top of the glass, that's our ultimate limit on what we can focus on. Once it starts spilling out the top, we actually don't even have control over which bit of water stays in the glass and which bit of water spills over. and so that's why this whole idea of hoarding, and I'm not saying the new me doesn't want to get free stuff, because if it's free stuff and it's useful, then yeah, sure, I'll take that free stuff. But that's why I thought this was such a good illustration for this mindset, is to keep focused on the things you're focused on. Um, don't allow shiny objects. One of my mentors, he actually mailed me this rock. Thank you, Doug Boughton. Doug mailed me this rock to have something to hold on to, and to focus on when a shiny object comes into my life and tries to distract me. And I don't know if that's why I've got so much momentum right now or not, but I keep that rock around just to make sure. So get yourself a black rock. Don't fill the glass up too much. Half a glass is probably all you need at a moment. And yeah, for all of you nitpicky followers out there, I call it Mindset Monday, and I know today is Tuesday. I could have stuck to my goal of putting it out on Monday, but it wouldn't have been as good, because I was actually focused on something else yesterday, and I poured all my focus into that to make sure that I did it. And at the end of the day, I could have come on and done a quick Mindset Monday, and I could have talked about the same thing, but I wouldn't have thought it through as much. And I decided that we would call this a special birthday edition of Mindset Monday on Tuesday. This is Toby. I will see you next week.